This presentation is brought to you by Arizona State University's Julianne Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability and a generous investment by Julianne Wrigley.
Now, I've long been a believer in the idea that creativity comes when you actually combine two different areas of expertise, and you create a kind of third new perspective. And when it comes to politics, economics, and geopolitics, we have our kind of traditional titles, our traditional categories. Some guy's a realist, some gal's a Marxist, someone's an idealist, a human rightist, someone's a neoconservative. And what I want to offer you tonight is a whole new category. I want to introduce myself, my approach to politics, geopolitics, economics, that I'm a naturist, that I think I can actually explain and understand a lot of geopolitical, political, economic phenomena by using nature to illuminate issues, but also by illustrating how nature stays in balance and thrives, and how these same principles can be applied to these other fields. Now, nature's most distinguishing feature, we know, is this complex web of interdependence that's evolved over millennia. In our natural ecosystems, everything is connected, ideally also in harmony. Predator and prey, forests and watersheds, bees and the nectar of flowers, topsoil, plant life, animal life, and human life. And it's connected in a way that seems to us now utterly ordinary when you look at it each day, but it's actually quite miraculous when you think of its complexity and balance. But we know that in nature, the more complex and intertwined a system is, the more vulnerable it is to catastrophe. You break one link in that chain and the whole thing can be affected. That rule, that system of systems networks that we have built, that rule applies to ours as well. If Facebook goes down today, Uber goes down. If Google Maps go down, I don't even want to think about it, but the never lost in my rental car goes down. If Amazon cloud services go down, there's a whole lot of small businesses that go down too. That means the system we have built is always subject to nonlinear systemic crash. Indeed, such a crash almost seems inevitable. Now we need to think about, therefore, how does nature prevent these kind of crashes? Because again, as our system mirrors nature, that's going to become more and more important. While what's true for nature is true for mankind. You see, this internet of everything, this single unified platform that links people, devices, companies, markets, schools, governments, and innovators, today is hitched together just like nature. But there's a big difference. Nature evolved her healthy interdependencies over millennia through this process of evolution. We, unfortunately, got to a level of interconnectedness without evolving any of the adaptive, healthy interdependencies or value systems that will be required to keep this system stable. And therefore, what leadership is going to have to be about more and more at the local level, the university level, and the national level is about what we choose. Do we choose to build healthy interdependencies or unhealthy interdependencies? The relationship between Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, and his police force today, that's an unhealthy interdependency. The relationship between the New York City police and the African American community is an unhealthy interdependency. The relationship between Vladimir Putin and Ukraine, unhealthy interdependency. The relationship between Israelis and Palestinians, unhealthy interdependency. The relationship between the Prime Minister of Israel and the President of the United States today, unhealthy interdependency. You're going to see a lot more of that. The relationship between America and Canada, healthy interdependency. We are going to have to choose to build them because unlike nature, we haven't had a chance to evolve them, and we don't evolve them through some evolutionary competition. Nature is interdependent. We've now built a system with similar interdependency. Nature sustains its system with healthy interdependencies. We're going to have to do the same, but it's going to require a leadership choice based on different values.
This presentation is brought to you by Arizona State University's Julianne Wrigley Global Institute of Sustainability for educational and non-commercial use only.